Hi everybody, how are you today? Welcome to Smrt Live. Can you notice anything special about me today? Um, yeah, I figured out a good way to attach the microphone. I'm gonna attach it to my beard here. No, I'm joking. I'm not gonna do this. How are you guys today? Welcome to Smrt Live class, and this is my special Wednesday class. Um, yeah, so this week and last week we are doing 3 classes a week. Also, the last week of December I will do 3 classes. So Tuesday, Wednesday, and Friday. Yeah, Rosa is now a moderator in the chat because Rosa watches, I think, almost every Smrt Live class. And yeah, and she can help us make sure that crazy people are not typing crazy things in the chat. Also, just to let you know, YouTube right now, YouTube has a bug. It has a bug. A bug is a very, usually a bug means insect. It means insect. But a bug, when we talk about computers and websites or something, YouTube has a bug right now. It means it's like a problem, like something's wrong, and we can't. Usually when we make new videos, we trim the videos. We trim them. Trim means to cut and make shorter, right? Usually we trim the videos, but YouTube has a bug right now, and we can't do it. So yeah, if you guys have noticed that, yeah, I'm sorry. Right now, please just skip the beginning part. Do this, okay? And when YouTube fixes the problem, we will start doing that again. Okay, so the last 3 classes we have studied grammar. Whoa, grammar about the future. And today I'm not going to do that. We're not going to do that. Today we're going to focus on vocabulary, and we're going to focus on the vocabulary list in Unit 5. Hopefully we have time, because I would also like to do a reading activity. And the reading activity will review vocabulary, and it will review the grammar that we have studied, that we have been studied. Floyd says Windows is just one big bug. Okay. Yeah, I don't know. Yeah, Windows is okay. It's not my favorite. But anyways, let's go. So we have been studying Smrt Unit 5, and I've talked about this a lot, but if you guys want to use Smrt, you need to sign up to be a premium subscriber. In Unit 5 so far, we've studied Grammar 5.1 and 5.2. So let's look at the vocabulary list. And Unit 5 is about fashion. It's about fashion. So a lot of words about mostly words about fashion and clothes and stuff. So let's go. Advance. Advance, sometimes is a noun, sometimes it's a verb. Advance means to go forward. To go forward. Okay, advance is a noun. It's also a verb, and it means to go forward. Okay, so sometimes this means moving, right? But sometimes it's talking about time, right? And sometimes it means to go forward. Go forward means, right, to become better. to become better, right? So that's the meaning. So example, there have been many advances in technology. It's a countable noun, okay? There have been many advances in technology. Let's continue. Let's continue. Aim. Aim. Now, one meaning of aim is when you have a gun. I don't know if you guys like guns, but when I have a gun and I'm doing this and I'm looking, what am I doing? What am I doing? Yeah, advanced is the adjective. Thanks, Rosa. I'm aiming. I'm aiming, right? But another meaning of aim is like a goal, right? So my goal is to finish work today by 6 p.m. Yeah, and guys, in the chat, when I talk about these words, please write examples to show that you understand. Yeah, Mark is an advanced person. Doesn't really. I don't agree with. I mean, I don't know what you mean, but an advanced. Sometimes advanced means high level, right? Aim is a target. Yeah, that's right, French Leo. Aiming. Okay, so my aim is to finish work by 6 o'clock. Yeah. Yeah, and yeah, if you guys, oftentimes people ask me what's the best way to remember vocabulary. And seriously, I always recommend this website, Quizlet.com. Quizlet.com. It's totally free. I mean, you can pay money for extra things, but I'll show you. Look, I'll sign up. Okay, with Google, sure. Okay, that's it. I signed up. Okay, so Quizlet Plus. No, Quizlet Plus is you pay, and then here you create a list, right? So example, advance, and it depends what you want to do. Like if you only want to study in English, here you choose English, and here you choose English. But you can actually write. You can use your own language, right? So if I'm speaking, where's French? I don't see French here. Oh, did I skip French? Where's French? Do you guys see French here? Oh, there's French. So maybe, well, let's do aim, for example, and maybe French is boo. I don't know. Is that correct, Rosa? Boo? I forget French, right? And then I do another one, advance, right? Well, actually French, it's advance, right? It's the same. And then I just add words here, right? And I create it. Oh, I need to add a title. Okay, so example, we'll call this Mark Vocabulary Wednesday. And I create it. Okay, I don't want to share it. No. Okay. Now look. Right? I don't know if you can hear that. It's pretty quiet, right? But you can hear it. It's speaking French, right?
Aim. Aim. Aim.
Yeah. Oh, Anthony's here. He speaks French too, right?
Advance.
Advance. En français, on parle comme ça, right? Advance. So in English, what do we say?
Advance.
And it's pretty cool because you can listen. You can listen to the words. Oh, my microphone. I'm hot. Advance, right? So I really like this website. I think it's really cool. And then you can download the app to your phone and you can study. On the train or at the library or on the bus or something. And then, so yeah, it has cards, but also, where's my set? This one right here. Also, you can practice spelling. Okay, type what you hear. Okay.
Aim.
Aim. And here's the meaning in French, right?
Aim.
Okay, aim. Is that correct? Correct. Advance. Okay. Well, if the screen is not clear, it's because you're watching at a very low quality. Okay, so your aim is to not get distracted by electronic instruments. Okay, all right. Good luck. Good luck with that. Anyways, I really like Quizlet. I mean, of course, you can make this on little pieces of paper, but you can't listen to the paper. What is the website? It's called Quizlet. Quizlet.com. I always recommend this on Facebook when people ask me. Stephen already uses the app. Cool. All right, cool. All right, let's continue. Let's write some examples of the words, guys. All right, advance, we talked about that. Appearance, two P's, and we need an A here. Appearance, okay, appearance. He wants to improve his appearance, my appearance, okay? So how you look. Okay, maybe you could say, oh, Mark's appearance is not very good today, or something, okay? Let's continue. Arrange. Come on, guys, let's see some examples in the chat. Arrange. Now, we talked about this word in the grammar, right? Arrange. Arrange means to plan, but to do things to make your plan very sure, to organize something or to plan. Arrange. Okay, I'm going to arrange. I am going to make an appointment for us at the bank. Okay, arrange. All right. Will you teach us French today? Sure. Let's change the class to French class today. No problem. I don't care about my appearance, or just an example, Stephen. He doesn't care about his appearance. Very good example. He wants to improve his look. He wants to improve his appearance. Yes, very good, Al-Walid. Yeah. We are talking about appearance of the ghost. Okay, different meaning. All right, attractive. Attractive means it's nice to look at. And often we say this about people, but we also say this about clothes or anything, really, right? Appointment is, something that Abby talked about yesterday, I think. Appointment is a formal meeting. Often we say this in formal situations, like when you go to the doctor or when you have a meeting, a business meeting, we call that an appointment. Okay? Yeah, and remember, when we make arrangements, we say make arrangements, empty verb, make. When we are talking about our arrangements, right? Example, Rosa, let's meet. Rosa, you're so nice. Okay, Rosa, let's meet at Starbucks tonight at 6 p.m. Cool? All right, so Rosa's 10 seconds behind me, but Rosa says, yeah, sure, no problem. This is kind of an arrangement because I asked Rosa to meet me. Okay, so arrange is when you do something to make a plan. Okay, usually with other people. Okay, my cap is not attractive. Oh, you guys are some of you are so nice, but some of you are so mean. Oh, it's the internet. I can't change that. Oh well. Attractive. Trump, I don't know what you're talking about. It's an adjective. I don't know. What are you talking about? Are you talking about attractive? Because you're behind me, right? So you have to be specific. So this, I don't think you should wear that shirt to the party. It's not very attractive. Stephen Blair says, Mark, you look attractive when you wear a hat. Thank you. So my natural way is not attractive. But if I wear a hat, I will become attractive. Thanks, Stephen Blair. It's really nice, but it's also mean. Okay, now I also want to learn French. Okay, well, you can talk to Rosa about that, or the French Leo, or Anthony. Un rendezvous. Why are you speaking French and English, French Leo? What are you talking about? A plan versus plans. Ooh. Yeah, that's a good question. I have plans tonight. I have a plan for tonight. Yeah, you can say both, really. You can say, it's a good question, Aaron. It's a really good question. And I hate this question because I mean, it's difficult to explain. I have plans. Usually when you guys are talking about, when you're talking about in your mind tonight, plan, you say this: I have plans. Whoa, gosh, what is going on? I have plans tonight. Okay, I have plans tonight. You don't say I. Now, when we say a plan, like a singular meaning, the singular countable meaning of plan is, a specific plan for, usually for solving something or doing something about a problem. Okay, so I have a plan to fix the problem, for example. It's a very specific idea. Okay. Okay. So usually when you're just talking about, me tonight, I'm busy, we say I have plans. Okay, Aaron, is that okay? So in a business meeting, of course you have to make a plan. You have to make a plan about the new product or something. Okay, it's very specific. So maybe in a business meaning, if you are talking about making a new product, and it's you have to figure out, or you have to solve the problems. This is called a plan. Does that make sense? Does that make sense, Aaron? The offer is looking very attractive. Okay, yeah, very good, Yomara. The offer is looks very attractive. Yeah. Okay, so usually attractive means it's nice to look at, but it doesn't always mean look. It doesn't always mean look. Okay, welcome Anu. No problem you're late. No problem. Okay, let's continue. So is this shirt attractive? I don't think so. I don't think it's very attractive, but that's my... What do you guys think? Now, listen. I am kind of famous in the Canadian College of English Language because I speak my mind. Do you guys know what that means? I speak my mind. I speak my mind. This is kind of a phrase. Oh, Pascoa's here. How's it going, Pascoa? I speak my mind. This means I always, I don't usually hide what I'm thinking. Right? If I don't like something, usually I say it. And, that I'm kind of, people know me in this school because sometimes I say crazy things like I hate sushi. Many Japanese people get angry when I say that. I hate sushi. But it's true. Sushi is disgusting. It's terrible. I don't like it. It's cold and it smells bad. Come on. Why do people think this is delicious? Right? Yeah, Yomara is right. Like Trump always speaks his mind. Perfect example. Speaks his mind. Now, why am I talking about... Oh, yeah, colored contact lenses. What is going on here? Colored contact lenses. Do you guys know what I'm talking about? Colored contact lenses? Colored contact lenses. When people change the color of their eyes... Oh, God. Oh, that's terrible. Terrible. Oh, so bad. Why is everybody black? I guess it's popular in Canada for black people to do this. But what do you guys think? Because if I speak my mind, I would say colored contact lenses are very unattractive to me. I usually don't say that to people if they're wearing colored contacts. Rakesh, I don't know what is bakpolabal. I don't know what that means. Yeah, I hate colored contact lenses. You guys can add that to my list. Okay. Yes, Pascoa agrees with me. Not it, because it's lenses, Pascoa. They are terrible. But yeah, everybody wears. Oh, it's so. They're kind of popular in Canada. Are they popular where you guys live? But I think they're very unattractive. I think they're very unattractive. But that's just, I'm speaking my mind. I'm speaking my mind. If you guys disagree with me, that's totally fine. You're wrong. I'm right. Always. Sushi is terrible. If you like sushi, please, maybe you have a problem with your tongue. Based on, the movie is based on a book. Okay, now look at this sentence. The movie is based. I don't know, Trump, what's the meaning of speak? His or her mind? I just explained it. Maybe your internet's a little slow. Relatable. What does relatable? Relatable means. Remind me later, Floyd, okay? Remind me later. People think blue or green eyes are more prettier than brown eyes, but that's totally not true. Brown eyes are super beautiful, right? In my opinion. I think your natural eye color is beautiful. Anyways, whatever. Based on, the movie is based on a book. What does base mean? Base is the the most important part of something. Okay, the base. All right. So example, I have a Samsung phone, and Samsung makes a lot of software for this phone. But the most important software on my phone comes from Google. It's Android. So Samsung's phones are based on Android. Okay, you guys know I love pizza. I eat pizza at least 2 times a day. I eat lots of vegetables. I eat lots of fruit. Sometimes I eat pasta. But my main, most important food is pizza. Okay, so my what is based on pizza. My what is based on pizza. What do we call, do you guys remember Unit 1? What do we call all the food that someone eats? Rosa, good example. Titanic is based on the real story of the sinking ship in 1912. Yeah. Do you guys remember, what do we call all the food that someone eats in their life usually? Okay, well, we call that a diet. So my diet is based on pizza. Okay. It's not true. I'm just joking. Okay, brand. So is that okay, based on? Is that okay? Based on a true story. Now, yeah, let's talk about this for a second. Nora has a good based on but very good example, Nora. Based on a true story. Based on a true story. Does that mean everything is true? If I say my stupid example, my diet is based on pizza, does that mean everything in my diet is pizza? No, right? If I say, a movie is based on the book, does that mean everything in the movie comes from the book? No. So when you see this in a movie, if it says based on a true story, it just maybe maybe it does, maybe it doesn't mean it's true. It just means, something comes from a real story. Something comes from a true story. Okay? The school is based on Mr. Mark. No, that's not true. That's not true. Okay. So you guys know Yes Man? I don't know if I can show this. I like this movie. It's everybody hates this movie, but do you guys know this movie? Yes Man? I loved this movie. This movie, if you haven't, most people don't know this movie, but it's a Jim Carrey movie. It's super funny. And it's just this guy, he decides to stop saying no in his life to everything. So right now, if you guys ask me, hey, Mark, do you want to go to Egypt tomorrow? In my life, I decide I have to say yes. Yes. So tomorrow I go to Egypt. And this guy's life becomes super crazy because he must say yes to everything. Now, in this movie, many crazy things happen, but this movie is based on a true story. It's based on a true story. It actually, the idea comes from a real person, and he lived this way for like a year or something. You hate this movie, Rosa? You hate this movie? You hated this movie? Okay, all right. Anyways. Brand. So Armani is a brand, right? You guys know brand. Brand is like a company, right? Yeah, he can't say no. So that one's easy, right? Brand. Okay, certain. Certain often means sure. Sure. What is the difference between based on and depend? Well, depend means you need something, right? If I say I depend on you, that means I really need you for help, right? The movie doesn't need the book. It's a different meaning, right? Could you stay with us this day? Sure, I have to say yes. Yeah, I will do this all day, no problem. Okay, let's continue. Certain. I'm certain you won't need an umbrella. I'm sure you won't need an umbrella. I'm certain. Okay? What do I say? Like, what's an answer if I say, hey, guys, could you help me? What's another way to say sure as an answer? If I say, hey, guys, could you help me? Or maybe I'm at a restaurant and you are my waiter, and I say, hey, could I have some water, please? Could I have some water? May I have some water, please? What could you say to me? Yeah, sure, no problem. What's another way to say that with certain? What's another way to say that with certain? I'm going to wait for your answers, and I'll go on. I'm certain you hate salad. Not salads. Salad. Okay. Yeah, usually salad is uncountable. Okay, but what about certain? You guys are saying, of course. Yeah, but Ekaterina understands. We say certainly. Certainly. Just say certainly, right? Can I say I am definite? Definite? No. 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 You cannot say definite for that meaning. I'm definite. I'm certain. I'm sure. Definite is it's more about talking about details. It's not about talking about people. Okay. Certain is an adjective. The noun soul is called certainty. T-Y. That's a nice car? Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it is a nice car. This is called a classic car. Classic. I always take care of my old Mustang. This kind of car is called a Mustang. It's a classic. So classic is a noun. It's also an adjective. Certainty? Yeah, I don't pronounce the T. You're right. Certainty. Yeah. Yeah. That's a good point. That's a good point, Anwar. Good listening. Classic. So classic is like the old style, but the old style continues to be cool. That's called classic. What about definitely? Yeah, you could say that as an answer for sure. Could I have some water? Sure, definitely. No problem. No, definitely. Classic song means it's an old song, but even now it's still really cool. It's a really good song. Original is a little bit, it doesn't mean it's cool now, right? Classic means it's old, but it's really nice style now. Okay? So we could, classic. Remember, we're talking about fashion. So, like, classic fashion, suits, tie. This is a very old style, but still now it's very cool, right? Classic. All right, let's continue. Clothing. Now, clothing is a difficult word to explain. Okay. Look at the example. I spend a lot of money on clothing every month. Now, in this sentence, you could also say, yeah, you can say that, Rosa Casiero. Wow, we have a different Rosa in the class, guys. Oh, Rosa number 2. Okay. Please don't block her, Rosa number 1. Don't be jealous. Okay. Classic cars are so expensive. Yeah, usually. I like classic scooters because I'm not very cool, but I like Vespa scooters. I really like. Do you guys know Vespas? I don't know if you guys know them. Anybody from Italy, I really like Vespa scooters. Old style scooters, I really like them. I think they're really cool. Most people think they're really stupid, but I like Vespas. I think they're really cool, classic style, right? Anyways, clothing. So in this sentence, we can also say clothes. Okay, I spend a lot of money on clothes. Okay, compare. We compared the car with others before we bought it. So you guys understand compare, right? When you think about the differences between two things, we say compare. So you can see the red car uses unleaded fuel like normal gas, and then this one uses diesel, right? So that's a good picture, a good example. Yes, you're right, Kamran. Especially clothing is when we're talking about a particular type of clothes. Yeah, right. So my work clothing or my summer clothing or something. Classic rock. Lazaro Prudencio. Don't say classico, that's not English. You guys are writing different languages today. British RP pronunciation. A book for British. Oh, I don't know. I'm not British. I don't study British English. I live in Canada. We don't use British pronunciation at all. Compare and yeah, good. Compare prices. Good job, guys. Good examples. Cotton, right? My T-shirt is cotton. Rosa had a Vespa. Are you from Italy, Rosa? I want to live in California and drive a Vespa every day. In Vancouver, it always rains, so my Vespa, I never use it. Would you compare oil prices, please? Sure, okay. I compared both Vespas, and finally I purchased the red one. Good job, French Leo. You guys have lots of Vespas in France, right? But guys, cotton. Do you guys know this word, cotton? Listen to my pronunciation. Cotton. Some people say cotton, especially British people. Cotton, right? But yeah, usually clothes. Clothes come from. We use cotton. What is cotton? What do we call the type of clothes? So this shirt is cotton, but my hat is not cotton. This is a different what? This is a different what is that called when we talk about this? It comes from a different thing. What is that called? Yeah, Vivek, your pillow is made of cotton. Yeah. Your pants are made of cotton, really? Egypt has good cotton. Yeah, like for beds, right? Very popular Egyptian cotton. Yeah. She looks classic in her new haircut. No, it's kind of strange. She looks classic in her new haircut. You say she looks, her new haircut. She has a new classic what? Classic style haircut. Material is the word I'm looking for. Material. Thanks, French Leo. Right? So my hat doesn't come from cotton. It comes from It comes it comes from the hair of sheep. That's called wool. Wool. Confront. No. They are extremely different meanings. Confront and compare. Confront is when you want to fight somebody or attack somebody. Have I ever been to Italy? Yeah, I go to Italy often because you have the best food in the world and the best Vespas in the world. Nothing compares to a classic scooter. Thank you. I agree, Ekaterina. I agree. Wool. Look at Ekaterina's comment. Wool. Yeah. Okay. Let's continue. Craft. Craft is, the noun meaning is things, like small things you can make, like art things. Okay? So when, children go to school, what do? Well, they make crafts. My mother loves to make crafts, especially Christmas crafts. So she makes little things. You guys know in, Christmas countries, they have a tree, right? Like a Christmas tree. And you can put little things on the tree. And when I was a child, my mother always, her hobby was to make crafts to put on the tree. Yeah. My hat is wool. It doesn't come from wool. My hat is wool. It is made of wool. Actually, it's made from wool. Craft. Yeah, arts and crafts. Okay, let's continue. Deal. Now, deal, first of all, deal means agree, like a business when you agree to something in business. Okay? What is the meaning of craft as a verb? It means to make something with a lot of attention and detail. Okay, Rosa? To really spend a long time to make something carefully, right? Let's look at the dictionary. It's difficult explaining vocabulary, because there are lots of different meanings. Craft. So this is the noun. Now we're not talking about the noun anymore. Rosa wants to know about the verb. So we have to click this guy over here. To make something, to craft something, to make something using special skills, especially with your hands. Okay, so all the furniture is crafted from natural materials. Okay, interesting. So I said, you spend a long time with a lot of detail, but really it just, you're using your hands and you're using special skills. So I was a little bit off. Now deal, what's the empty verb? Well, you make a deal. Let's make a deal. There's a very popular phrase in English. Let's make a deal. Okay, that means right. Noor just wrote this. My hat is made of sheep hire. I don't know what sheep hire is. Okay, Vivek, hold on. So we're talking about the noun meaning of deal. We're not talking about the verb. You know, that's the problem with English, right? Sometimes words like craft, noun, verb, very similar meaning. But deal, the noun and verb, are a little bit different meanings. Okay, so we can't learn all the different meanings of deal today. We just can't learn vocabulary like that. Let's talk about the noun meaning of deal. Okay, so you guys are using the verb meaning. Okay, it's be careful. I'm not talking about the verb. Okay, so what's a deal? Let's use the dictionary. Okay, see, look, there's the verb. We don't want the verb. No, we don't want the verb. We want the noun. Okay, now the first meaning is a lot. And somebody wrote that. Somebody wrote that. Who wrote that? Oh, it's gone now. Al-Walid. Thank you, Al-Walid. You're right. So it's very common to say a good deal of. Actually, it's more common to say a great deal of. And this means much or a lot. It's only used with uncountable nouns, okay? So they spent a great deal of money. Or I spent a great deal of time last night marking homework. Okay, but we're not talking about this meaning. We're talking about this meaning. Business agreement. So there's the example, to make a deal or to sign a deal. Okay, did you cut a deal? That means did you make a deal? Okay, now look at this sentence, guys. I got a good deal. This is really common. This is really, really common. A good deal. Okay, now how do we use that? A good deal. That means the business agreement was really good, but it usually just means it was cheap, right? Right? About changing our glasses without any pay. I don't know what you're talking about, Trump. Glasses? Glasses? It's a good deal on the car. So if I say this, oh yeah, I bought a new phone yesterday. I got a really good deal. What does that mean? I got a really good deal. This is really popular English. We say this a lot. I have to go to Delhi to make a deal with Swati. Okay, you guys are gonna make a deal together. Okay. To make a good deal. But what does this mean? I bought a new phone yesterday and I got a really good deal. I got a really good deal. It means it was a really good price for me. I got it really cheap. Let's continue. Designer. You guys understand designer, but you know, a designer usually designs clothes. But we can also say like designer jeans means very very high level fashion jeans. Designer jeans. I never wear designer clothes. Excuse me. I never wear designer clothes. I think designer clothes are stupid. But that's my opinion. I speak my mind. All right. If you don't like it, no, that's okay. Determine. What does that mean? It's difficult to determine the reason for the mistake. It's difficult to determine the reason for the mistake. Well, determine means to understand. Let's get some help here. Determine. I can make examples, but to explain the word, I think I need help with the dictionary. Nothing wrong with that. Okay, so to determine something means to find out, to understand the facts about something. To calculate something. Calculate, you guys know the calculator on a computer, right? Let me just write this thing. Here's a calculator. This is called a calculator. So when you understand the price of something because of a calculator, you can say determine. Yeah, Mohammed, find the solution. Pascoa, very good phrasal verb, figure out. Okay, figure out. Yeah. And Pascoa, in your homework yesterday, you're writing about newspapers. Maybe determine would be a good word for what you were saying, right? To determine your opinion, to figure out your opinion. Very good, guys. Very good. So, if you crash your car, with another car, if you crash your car into another car, and then you call your insurance company, what will they do? What will the insurance company do? What will they do? What will they do? Please use determine. You guys understand the situation, right? I call my insurance company and I say, yeah, it's not my fault. The other driver was made a mistake. And the other driver calls the insurance company and they say, no, it's not my fault. It was Mark's fault, right? So yeah, that's good, Rosa. You can determine your average. Yeah, absolutely. Yeah. So what should the insurance company do? What do they have to do? The insurance company needs to determine what? Determine what? What do they determine? Okay, very good, French Leo. Yeah. What's an easier way to say that? They needs to determine the reasons for the accident. The reason or reasons. Okay? Or the cause of the accident. And don't forget phrasal verbs, very popular in English. Figure out, like Pascoa said. Definitely not Mark's fault. Thank you. Yeah, it's never my fault. Okay. Although I've never crashed my car, so I'm a pretty good driver. Maybe the insurance company will check my history. Oh, Mark's a good driver. Dress. Now, dress as a verb. I'm not talking, you guys, I know you all know, what is she wearing? Oh, she's wearing a dress. That's easy English, right? This is a verb. Look, she always dresses well. What does that mean? She always dresses well. Well, she always wears nice clothes, right? She always dresses well, right? So, very common to say dress plus well or terribly or badly, right? Or we could, other things. What are some other kind of adverbs we could say to talk about dress? What is it called when you wear, like today I'm wearing a t-shirt, right? So I'm not wearing special clothes today. So how am I dressed? How have I dressed today? Today, Mark is, today, this is a little bit difficult, but she always dresses well. Okay. Same thing, we can use an adjective. She is always dressed. This is an adjective. She is always dressed well. Same meaning. Ugly is not an adverb. Okay, it's not an adverb. She dressed smart. Yeah, okay. So, I am dressed how today? How am I dressed today? How am I dressed today? Maybe it's not special clothes, right? So today, so we need an you're right, Yomera, that's the word I'm looking for, but we need an adverb. Casual is an adjective. So I am dressed casually today. I am dressed casually today. Now, dressed is an adjective, and it's very popular. You guys know I've talked about this a lot. It's very popular to say get plus an adjective. So it's very popular to say get dressed. Now, get dressed is really important English. Get dressed. You know, you take a shower in the morning, or let's just say you take a shower in the morning. Are you wearing clothes after your shower? No. What is that called when you're not wearing clothes? Right? It's called you're naked. Right? So in Canada, usually people don't go to work when they're naked. I don't know about your countries, but in Canada, usually people wear clothes outside. Do you guys wear clothes in your countries? I don't know. I have no idea, really. I have been to Italy, and in Italy, everybody was dressed. They were not naked. But I don't know about India or other countries. USA, Yomara, do they wear clothes in California? Mark doesn't dress well. Thanks, Aaron. You're a really nice guy. I really like you. Thanks for the wonderful, nice words you always give me. In Russia, Ekaterina, you guys wear clothes because it's super cold, right? But after a shower, you guys know I'm just joking. Relax. After a shower, what do? Well, you get dressed. Very popular, very important English. Well, I have a baby, and she can't dress. She can't put on clothes. She can't wear clothes herself. So I have to dress her. Okay, that's the meaning. I have to dress her. Pascoa, what's that? What does that mean? Okay, I was just joking, guys. Okay, all right. I know you wear clothes in your countries. I'm just joking. Effort. Empty verb. Make effort. You didn't make enough effort. Effort is the energy that you use to try to do something. Effort. It's a noun. Oh, by the way, before I forget, get dressed. You guys understand get dressed. So naked, naked. She can get dressed. Yomera, ed, because you need the adjective, okay? It's pretty hard to stay naked in minus 16. Yes, yeah, I can imagine. But what is it, in the grammar homework for the premium subscribers, a lot of people made a mistake. If I decide, actually, it's not a good example, but guys, right now, look at your clothes. Look at your clothes, okay? Are your clothes good right now, the ones you're wearing, are they good for exercise? Are they good for exercise? Yes or no? My clothes are good for actually, well, I'm wearing jeans, so my t-shirt's okay, but I'm wearing jeans right now. We make, Swati, we make lots of effort. Not put, make lots of effort. See, this is the empty verb for effort. Almost naked. Yeah, Brazil, you're almost naked, but you're not naked. Yeah. Let me get a job. Made me get a job. Helped me get a job. So some of you guys, Paolo's wearing clothes right now, good for exercise. Pascoa's wearing clothes, good for exercise. Effort is an uncountable noun, Rosa. There's no way we can count this. Raphael's wearing good clothes. Okay, but Ekaterina and King 8052 and some other people, Hanan and Robel, you guys are not wearing good clothes for exercise. So what do you have to do if you want to exercise right now? If you want to go jogging with me right now, Okay, you're okay. Thanks, Yomera. Thanks for that comment. If you are not wearing clothes good for exercise, and you want to go running, what do you? We have a lot of naked people in the chat right now, apparently. Okay, well, you're joking. Oh, okay, all right. But guys, what is it called when we change our clothes? What is it called when we change our clothes? You want to exercise, right? So you need to change all of your clothes. What is that called? We don't say get dressed. Yes, ikatorina, to get changed. Very good. To get changed. Okay? We talked about that in the homework, right? To get changed. No, not change our clothes. It's kind of strange. Usually we say get changed. Put clothes on means you're naked, right? Put clothes on means to get dressed. Okay? But yeah, you need to get changed. If you're wearing clothes, like I'm wearing jeans, I can't wear jeans if I want to exercise. I need to get changed. I need to get changed. Okay. Fabric. Fabric is same thing, material. This is called fabric. Look at the picture. Okay. Fabric is not a countable noun. You can't count it. Okay. In Pakistan, a female can't dress up in exercise clothes. So what? Females can't exercise? It's kind of strange, no? Why is there an ed after get? Because ed is often an adjective form, and we use get with adjectives. Get married, right? Get dressed, get changed. These are adjectives. You have another language? Mark, question mark. You pronounce KH. That means you have another language? Huh? What do you mean? Yeah, I speak other languages. Yeah. I speak 23 languages. Yeah, languages are super easy. I don't know why you guys can't learn English. It's super easy. English is actually not my native language. English is the 5th language that I learned. My native language is well, I'm not going to tell you. It's not necessary. Anyways, fabric. This is fabric. So if you want to make a t-shirt, you need to buy fabric. You need to buy material. Let's continue. Fairly. Fairly means quite, not quiet, quite. And another way to say quite is pretty. Okay? So they're all the same meaning. Fairly, quite, pretty. These shoes are fairly comfortable. Okay? So these words are they stronger than very, or are they less strong than very? What do you think? Stronger or less strong? In America, it's cheaper to buy clothes than make them. Yeah, it's true. Making, Yomera, making. Is that why you're not wearing clothes right now? Because you don't have. Well, actually, that doesn't make sense. Never mind. Do you speak Arabic, Mark? Of course. Salam alaikum. Yeah, Arabic was my number 7 language. Yeah, these words are less. Don't say less stronger. Means more, so that doesn't make sense. Less strong, more strong. No, less strong. These words are less strong than very, or so, or really. It's almost as strong, but it's a little bit less strong. Yeah, good point, Ekaterina. So these shoes are very comfortable? No. These shoes are fairly comfortable. Yeah. Okay, they're quite comfortable. Be careful of the spelling. How do you spell quiet? How do you spell quiet? Yes, I can speak Norwegian. Norwegian is my number 13 language. Yeah, yeah. Can you speak Urdu? Yeah, 16, number 16. Can you speak Hindi? Yeah, yeah, number 21. Yeah. How do you spell quiet? Quiet. Your glasses aren't fairly comfortable? Okay. So they are, my glasses are fairly uncomfortable. Maybe better English. No, I don't speak Arabic. But how do you spell quiet? Guys, I asked you a question and nobody answered my question. Quiet. This word is quite. Quite. Yeah, thank you, Ekaterina. It's new for you? Yeah, Yomara, yeah, you could say, how's the weather today? It's quite good today? It's quite nice today? Yeah. It's very nice today? No. So in Canada, like in Vancouver today, it's quite cold. It's quite cold. It's very cold? No, look, I'm wearing a t-shirt. But it's quite cold. It's quite cold today. Good. Good. Yeah, that means you love pizza, Vivek. Yeah, in Hindi, it means you love pizza. Okay, let's do one more word today. Oh, look at this word, fashion conscious. Fashion conscious. If you say conscious, that means you think about it a lot. Okay. Somewhat, Rosa, not somehow, somewhat. Okay. So if someone is fashion conscious, that means they yes, Floyd, don't worry. Thank you for reminding me. If you're fashion conscious, that means you care about fashion. You think a lot about fashion. Okay. Yeah, I love pizza. Thanks for asking me, Ahmad. Yeah. Anyways, fashion conscious, very popular. What are some other kinds of conscious? What are some other, let's stop with that today because it's 10 o'clock, but fashion conscious. What are some other kinds of conscious that we say a lot in English? We say a lot about this. We say this a lot, self-conscious. Oh yeah, Milena wrote that already, self-conscious. Yeah, and Yomera knew that. Self-conscious means, it's actually kind of a negative meaning. It means you think a lot about yourself, and actually it means you, what does it mean, guys, self-conscious? It means you don't feel confident. You don't feel strong about yourself. Okay? You're self-conscious. You don't feel confident about yourself, right? So when you speak and you always think, oh man, did I say something stupid? Did I say something stupid? I'm very self-conscious. I'm very self-conscious. We also say this, environmentally conscious. Very popular English. Environmentally, oops, I forgot the N. Environmentally conscious. That means people, you know, if someone is environmentally conscious, that means they care about the environment. When they put something in the garbage, they think, is this garbage or is this recycling? Okay, environmentally conscious. So those are three ways to use conscious. Relatable. Floyd wants to know about this word, relatable. Well, let's look at a dictionary. You guys can always use a dictionary. Relatable. What? Relatable. It doesn't have the word in the dictionary? Huh. Okay. So that Oxford doesn't have relatable in the dictionary. That's kind of strange. If something or something. Okay. Thanks, Macmillan. If something or someone is relatable, you can understand them and you can feel connected to them. Okay. So an example, Mark told a story today in class. What kind of story? Well, you could say a relatable story. That means I can relate to the story. What does that mean, guys? I can relate to the story. That means I can understand the story, maybe because it has happened in my life. Okay, I feel connected to the story. I understand it because it's familiar to me. Okay, that's called a relatable story, so a relatable. If you say, he is a very relatable person, he is a very relatable person. That just means, that the person is, you can understand the person. The person is not strange. The person is very normal. You can understand them. You could feel connected with the person, right? So a relatable person is somebody that is easy to understand. Okay. Somebody asked me about the schedule. Well, my schedule is right here on my blog. So here's my schedule. So today is the 14th. So we have class on Friday the 16th. We have class on Wednesday the 28th. And we have class on Friday the 30th. So we have 3 more classes in December. There will be no classes next week. There will be no classes next week. Okay? Somebody you can trust. It doesn't mean that. It just means to feel connected. So to understand the person. Maybe you can't trust the person. But okay, let me give you an example. Guys, okay, imagine I am a super rich guy, okay? I'm a super rich guy, and I'm Trump or something. And I was so angry this morning. Why was I so angry this morning? Because I was so angry this morning because stupid example, my breakfast was 3 minutes late. Or my limousine. Maybe that's a better example. My limousine. Do you guys know limousine? My limousine was 3 minutes late. These are limousines, right? So of course, rich people drive. Rich guys are stupid. Okay. What about rich girls, Rosa? Rich girls are okay, but rich guys are stupid? No, not all rich guys. Like Bill Gates is definitely not stupid. Bill Gates is my hero. I love this guy. He wants to fix the world with his money. What does relatable mean? Well, guys, do you understand my story? I'm super rich, and I was so angry this morning because my limousine was 3 minutes late. Okay, now, can you understand my situation? Can you understand my feelings? Do you guys have a limousine? Do you guys have this experience a lot? This is not a very relatable situation, okay? Because you can't really understand it. You can't feel connected to this situation because you guys don't have the experience with being, well, I assume you guys don't have any experience being super rich and your limousine is 3 minutes late, okay? So this is not a very, this is not a very relatable experience. This is not a very relatable experience. Okay, or, Trump is not a very relatable person. Okay, when Trump, when he was 18 years old, his father gave him $1 million. Right? Point on someone? I don't think we say point on. I've never heard point on. Okay. What about a taxi? Yeah. So it's not a great example, but I don't know. You know, I hate paying taxes for 18 houses. Do you guys have that problem too? I have 18 houses, and gosh, taxes are so expensive for 18 houses in Canada. It's not fair. Do you guys understand my problem? What do you think about this problem? You guys have no idea what I'm talking about, right? Because do you have 18 houses? No. So this is not a relatable situation, relatable problem. Okay? That's what it means, Floyd. Okay, guys. So we didn't have time to do the reading activity today. We'll do that on Friday, but we will also finish talking about the vocabulary on Friday. Premium subscribers, continue with the homework. Only Ekaterina and Noriko did the homework I asked you to do from yesterday. So let's just do that. 3 classes this week. That's a lot of homework. So let's just do the same homework because most people haven't done it yet from yesterday's class. And Ekaterina, Noriko, you guys are already finished. And that's your homework for tonight. Okay. You don't have taxes? Well, okay. Taxes are always not fair? I disagree. I like tax. I think tax is good. But I live in Canada. We have a lot of taxes here. And, many countries' taxes are really expensive and people get nothing for the tax. But, in Canada, we get a lot for our tax money. So I feel lucky about that. So my next class is on Friday. I'll see you guys then. Don't forget, tomorrow we have Sean. We also have Abby, right? So don't, and also Josh. Don't forget Josh. But other than that, I'll see you guys on Friday. You want something else for homework? Okay, I'll give you something else, Ekaterina. I'll email you. Okay, guys, thanks for joining. I'll see you on Friday. We're gonna continue talking about vocabulary on Friday. Okay. Okay. See you everybody on Friday. Thanks for joining today.